Buenas noches.
Guten Abend.
Good evening.
God kväll.
We are here. We got to do dinner with the imports. They cooked us some delicious delicacies from their different countries.
And we got to interview the owners of the San Diego Rebellion.
Mama's cooking in the kitchen, and our stomachs have eyes. We take a seat at the table as the sun splits through the open blinds.
What is it called in English? Pancake soup. No, pancake. She's making soup, and the English translation is pancake soup. But it's like a crab. No, what was it? Crab soup? Say it again. And that is?
And that's Flädle soup. Or if the Bavarians would say Potatismos. So depending on where you live in Germany, it's a different name for it.
Right.
But I grew up with Flädle soup.
And which translates to?
Pancake soup.
I think we better learn sometime. Now we're walking through the courtyard, and leaves roll over our shoestrings. So we speak of family and love. The only truth is, we hope that vanity is dead. The queen says off with its head, and we can lay under the clouds, saying that we'd be proud of the men we became.
We got some hard workers in this kitchen.
Muy hopefully.
We have some smart helpers in the kitchen. We got a pancake maker in the house.
Crab maker.
Crab maker. We got a tomato maker right here. Miss Sweden. We got an influencer in the wild right here. Perfecting her craft. We got a kitchen full of people, but I don't see any chefs.
Except the one holding the stick, right?
Right.
Except, like, obviously, the one doing the most right here. Here's an update on the food. We have a pancake mountain made by Mercy, proudly over there. Very beautiful. That's going in
To the water.
because we're making pancake soup. Then we got some brunsås with the caption under here, abuela. Brunsås. It's the most delicious thing ever. I can drink this whole thing, and I'm being honest, like that. It's the best thing I know in the entire world. Brunsås. I mean, it's like gravy, I guess. El Mexicanos are making a secret thing under there. They're not telling us, but they look very mischievous. And then we got the mashed potatoes, the Swedish way, and then we got someone stealing from the House of Sweden.
Pickles.
Okay, for the German one, we have
Flädle soup.
what she said. And for the main course, we have köttbullar med potatismos, lingonsylt, brunsås och pressgurka.
Pressgurka. You laughed when I said pressgurka. Like I said it just a little bit different. Oh, thank you. It looks so nice. It does look nice.
They look very good. Very
Pancake soup. Pancake soup. mean it?
Oh,
Guten Appetit.
guten
Me
Appetit.
figure out how to eat it. Just
Dankeschön. Usually is quiet. I'm not used to that.
I know I'm eating. I'm very focused on the food.
you're hungry, huh? You came in hungry.
But yes.
Okay, ask your question and then we're gonna
Yeah.
break it out.
Okay. So, what is your
Say it higher for the people in the back.
For the people in the
The people on the vlog.
so vlog.
People watching at home.
What is your takeaway in living with your teams? What are up and downs, or any story you like to share, or experiences you made?
I'm gonna let you answer this because you experience more of
We'll
it.
get to.
But I'm like, you guys are great house guests. You don't disturb us when I'm working, and then we play football. So that's my experience with them. You spend a lot more time with them.
I do. I think that it's just been a great experience, kind of getting to hear about your different lives back home, getting to see you guys create like networks here with the people on the team and friendships, and so I mean, obviously we spend a lot of time together, right? Because you drive me most places, so that's been really fun. But I don't know, there's just, fun jokes that come through, like vegetable trousers, and,
Yeah.
it's fun living here. I think it's a good atmosphere, just a fun vibe.
And I think it's neat to see, even though we are from so many different places, at the end of the day, we're very similar, and our like day-to-day routines are still very similar.
Did you have any expectations towards like German people or Swedish people or Mexican people which surprised you because they were warm or they were so true?
I mean, I expected you to drive fast, so that one's come true.
Check.
No, I don't think we really had any like expectations or like. I think that's part of why we were so open to like we were just like they're football players, bring them in, and yeah, you guys have been really good. You've set the bar very high for anybody else that comes in, but I think that's good. I think it means that you're.
I once got asked in practice if they are allowed to joke with me because they heard that German people do not joke and are not funny. I was like, well, of course you can make jokes and have fun with me.
All the time.
But I know the saying that the Germans are too serious, that they can't joke. So. But it was nice that they just asked. Jokes.
Well, I like that about our team. Like, I feel like our team is really open to it as well, and like wants to get to know all of you guys and stuff. So, what other questions do you have?
Do you want meatballs?
Yes, meatballs.
That's a good question.
Okay,
So, Melina. Sure.
Okay, wait. For this meal, we have a fine selection of Swedish drinks.
Saft.
Saft. Wait.
Oh,
for
it's
the
saft in
camera.
German too.
Oh, it is?
Saft.
Yes.
So we have lingonberry
And
elder
Flädle,
flower.
yes.
Flädle.
Flower.
Flädle. Lingon.
Oh, it's like very syrupy.
Yeah.
This feels.
That's
Yeah,
enough.
that's-
So
Make
it's
your
fine.
own.
And then you can put in more if you want.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do those.
Smell test first.
Thank you. Perfection.
It's like, what's one taste like compared to like tart, sweet?
So that one is like more
Berry.
like sour kind of.
Yeah.
And that one is more
What do you
sweet.
think?
Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
Okay. Wait, taste this.
It's very sweet, but it's delightful. I feel like I've had this before.
And then we also have for the food some pressgurka.
Yeah.
Pickles.
Pressgurka.
Yeah, that was good. That jar is about to be gone by today.
You can have mine first.
We're gonna
And we have
that.
some lingonsylt for the meatballs.
Okay.
Yes.
More water.
Oh, it's okay.
that's like a little more sour. I like them both. Do you ever
it's
mix
both
the
good.
two of them?
What?
Do you mix the two of them?
No.
Delicious.
Can I have another cup?
Yay!
Yay.
Good job with boiling.
Main course.
See?
This. And mix it.
She's doing fine.
Like this.
So I know that Rhea's gonna be like, yeah,
Let's cook it.
Okay, that looks delicious. Just edit that out.
What would you say it's a typical Lincoln meal?
Pizza.
Typical on pizza.
Pizza.
Panda
like-
Express. No,
Chipotle.
Like a typical household?
Spaghetti.
That's not even
I
American.
have the impression that noodles are not that common here. Or not like at home at least.
Score, thank
Well,
you.
what do I know
Do you
then?
want more?
No, it's just an asking.
Well, my house, back home, we used to eat
Thank you.
like potatoes, spaghetti, rice.
We eat that too.
We eat a lot of chicken here at this house. Chicken and rice and sweet
Fish.
potatoes and sweet, yeah, spinach and broccoli and fish.
Another international success. No pressure, Mexico.
Okay. That is a lot of gravy. That's great.
Yeah.
Take the jam just as much, or just the gravy?
Just the gravy.
Okay.
But I'll mix it up.
You'll mix all of it up? No judgment. I'm
Not
just.
here.
I like mixing foods. I'm just curious.
But yeah, usually I'm like,
You should do what you usually do.
I mean, I'm eating. I found that the 4 things all together is not so bad.
yeah,
I was not expecting that.
really?
No, God no. Pickles and jam and mashed potatoes and weird brown soup or meatballs? No, why would that all be great together? It's like a weird hamburger and french, like the jam and throws you.
It's like going to IKEA.
We don't ever eat at IKEA.
Yeah, it's
That's an
great.
experience.
I love it, but I was like, I'm gonna try it, but pleasantly surprised, thank you.
Yeah, what made you decide to invest into imports?
World Games. So we went to World Games, and Ninji's and my approach to that was every meal we were gonna eat with a different international team. We were like, we're never gonna get a chance to be with or meet these people.
Yeah.
The American players will see it like different events, like all pro events and things like that. And then playing with all of you guys at World Games and having the conversations over meals, it was just, we knew it was an untapped market. There was a lot of opportunity for us to recruit top players that would be surprised, that aren't, everyone's not after. So, it's part of it.
And do you approach players? Are they all connecting you?
I don't know, did Archie approach you?
Yeah.
So Archie, our old head coach, approached Melina. Melina got Johanna. We talked to you in Finland, right? Alex we got from Manny.
From AFE.
From AFE. So we when we were at the games in Finland, we were approaching players. We're like, but we also kind of let it be known to everybody at that event that we were looking for international players, that we were open to having conversations. Because we figured anybody that was at that event playing for their national team
Should be good.
should be good.
Yeah.
They should meet our minimum standards. We still want to see film, that's a requirement.
Yeah.
Is we want to look at your film, we want to have a conversation. Because it's an investment for us. It's cost us money to have you guys living here. It's all of our expenses go up, but it's worth it if you're contributing to the team. So. How is it being an import?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's a loaded question. How do you guys like this?
Camera's running right now.
Cut the camera. No, I love it.
Yeah.
it's so different. But like it gives you more time to like do all football and work out and like stuff like that.
Yeah.
While you're like trying to figure out life at the same time. But it's really fun. Cause like just having the chance, like you said, to like meet new people, like live in a new environment, new ways of living, kinda. It's fun. It's very fun.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it makes you appreciate things in a different way. It's really nice. What about you?
She's saying that she likes the level of competition and the team, that the level of the expectancy level is what she likes. And that for her it's been the best experience ever since, even better than Worlds. So
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So full.
Yeah.
So delicious. Good job, Sweden.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sweden!
Yeah.
Where's our flag?
Yeah.
Oh no, I have that tiny one we could have put on one of the
Yeah.
meatballs. Next time.
Pass the pickles, please.
Pickles.
Pickles.
I agree with the level of competition because I feel like we've discussed that a lot.
Yeah.
That like, many times back home,
Yeah.
people like get offended if you
Yeah.
go hard on them,
Super offended.
and here people
Wants you to go hard.
they want you to go hard because they're like that's
Yeah.
making me better.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I want you to make me better so like I can become the best player
Yeah.
as possible.
Yeah.
So like that attitude has been
So
very
different.
different, which
Yeah.
is very nice.
Yeah.
And also just the numbers. At home, you're automatically O-line or D-line
Yeah,
just
yeah.
because we have so few. So you don't
Exactly.
you have to fight for your position. And here, we get evaluated every practice, and Bobby isn't shy to switch it out. So, I mean, you never know,
No.
and you have to earn it.
Yeah.
It's really helping.
Yeah.
Cool. That's cool.
It's good to
I
hear.
love stuff like that. As a coach, as someone who wants to build better women's football, I love hearing stuff like that because that's what it has to be. You have to have great players competing against each other and competing with each other in order to keep building and keep producing. So happy to hear that. I like it.
Yeah. Because then you don't get comfortable,
Mm-hmm.
like just being in the same. Like, oh, okay, I guess I can skip a workout today. Like,
Yeah.
it won't matter. These people don't even work out. Like, here, like everyone's working out. Like everyone's doing extra work. So it's not like you have to prove yourself that like you can do it.
Just
Want
the
to do it.
expectation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that something that you guys take back to your programs at home, or that they would be accepting of that mentality?
I guess we can't.
Because there's not enough numbers.
Because, yeah, we have so many players, we have to keep on the team. So I don't think we can take, I mean, we certainly can approach it
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
take steps towards it.
In a kind of gentle approach.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like here, no, I think we can't.
Because I feel like if we want football in Europe to like
Keep
grow,
going. Yeah.
because right now it's kind of on a decline.
Yeah.
Like it's
No.
it's very hard getting players and it's very hard keeping players. That's also a lot on like the clubs and how all of them are running it, because a lot of like women's teams are getting like tired and
Yeah.
like they feel like they deserve more. So that's one thing, and then just players coming in like, oh, I'm gonna try football. Like someone's like kind of force them to come and like try it out, and then you don't really want them to just leave because then you don't have enough players, and then
Yeah.
you can't really play. So like we did play 11 man football, but now I think they went down to 9
Yeah.
because like they don't have enough players and they still want to like try to keep going. So I feel like that approach, I feel like some players have like tried it that had like American coaches and like they're used to that kind of coaching. And people just feel like they're cocky or like they're coming in with an attitude or like, oh, they know more, but like
Kind of no more.
they're like, oh, why are you like talking like that? Why are you saying that? And we're like, we're just trying to grow football. Like it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
we all want to learn football.
Yeah.
So the level is just so different on the competition and like how people approach it. So it's hard. And I feel like that's why we're here.
Yeah.
Because like we want like our
want
level
more.
to
Yeah.
get higher. We want more. and then it's hard to get that back home.
You need a reverse import program.
Yeah. Yeah.
That would hurt.
That would hurt a lot of people.
Suck it up. We're playing football. God damn it.
Okay, what other questions do you have for us?
Yeah, so one question just before that, let me explain something, because I think in Europe, in all Europe countries, it's different. Here, teams are owned, and they're not like sports club, they're owned. So you are the owners of the Simply Rebellion.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Surprise.
Wait, what?
Surprise.
What made you decide to own a team, and how did you do it?
Oh, deciding to own a team was very much my idea. I think we both played for a great program, which was the Surge. They had good coaching, they had good ownership. There were cultural things about that team that I think like needed to change. And there's been things with every program that we've been with. We were with the North County Stars, and there was things that needed to change there. And it just felt like we needed to just start fresh. And so we've been really deliberate about the coaches that we bring in. I feel like, why don't you have more coaches? And it's not about the quantity of coaches, it's about the quality of coaches. So would we love to have more great coaches? Absolutely. But great coaches are hard to find. And so anybody that's been with our program a long time knows that that's something that's important to us, but it's a hard path. As far as the culture of our team, we make sure that transparency from the top to the bottom is there so that players feel comfortable opening up about the program, because we want players to be part of that program and to take ownership of that program. And then just the overall business side of it. Because if women's football is going to continue, it has to be done as a business and not just a women's football team. And so part of that has been a focus for us, with Katie being part of the corporate world. And then, adding Jess in, she's really been super helpful getting us, started on that path. So I think that's the next biggest progression for our organization, is building on that business side of it. Because when you look at NFL teams, they are a business that operates a football team. And so that's something that we have to move towards, because right now we have a business side of it and we have a football team, but we need to be a business that's operating a football team.
What does it take to create your own football team, to buy one and be part of the WNFC?
Well, now it's pretty expensive. So now to start a team, you have to have $150,000 in the bank, like, that you can put in an escrow fund. That basically they're saying that will fund 3 years.
Okay.
I would say that's going to fund about 1.5 years.
Wow.
And so that's now. And you have to be able to show that you have the business side of it down. You have the resources to be able to bring a product to market that's going to be competitive. When we joined, so we had formed the Rebellion. We played in the WFA for 1 season. We were, at the time, the only women's football team that was streaming every single game. So we brought our stream crew. We figured out how to do it with Peter and SDDI. And then we brought our stream crew to every game. So they were home, they traveled with us. So we traveled with, 3 or 4 streamers.
Wow.
So someone to do the camera, and then we had 3 commentators, and they just kind of rotated through. And so when you Googled women's football, the only videos you got were Rebellion. And so when they started pulling together the WNFC and thinking about it, when they looked up women's football, our film came up, and it was great film. It wasn't just film, it was really good, high quality film. It's a good product. And so that helped put us on the map for the WNFC, because we were a brand new team. Like, we're starting out, we're still figuring out our coaches, we were still recruiting players, we were still convincing people that it was worth their time to come be part of the program. And so from the football side, we still had a lot of growth to do, but they could see on the business side and on the marketing side, we had the makings of something that they could build on. And so we attended their interest meeting in person. Like, Minji and I flew out to Dallas, and we were in a boardroom with, I don't know, 12 other teams, and then there's another like 8 to 9 teams on the phone. And it was clear in that meeting there's not a lot of people who were going to be asking the business questions. And so we did. Yeah. Just like challenging assumptions, and they had good answers. Like that's part of why we decided to move with them, is that they had good answers. We felt like they were going to be able to grow as well, so it was kind of a mutually beneficial thing. And it's been good because I think they're always pushing us in ways, and we're pushing them in ways as well. We're always asking a lot of questions.
You said it costs around 75,000 a year to run the football team. How do you pay that? Like, do teams attract sponsors? Does the league have sponsors which have money to go to the teams, or?
We get some money from the league, so there's a profit sharing. So any of our swag that gets sold online, we get, I think it's like 30% of that comes back to the team. We don't sell a lot of Rebellion swag. Like, would be great if we were able to sell more of that. The one exception to that is the jerseys. They flip it, and so we get the higher percentage of the revenue share on all the jersey sales, which is why we push that as a fundraiser, and that's been pretty good. Teams can have their own sponsors, so that's an area when Ninja talks about us building up the business side of it. That's part of it, is that we don't have any other sponsors other than me and Ninja. We have, occasionally we'll get like a big donation, like a fund will give us $5,000 to $10,000, but that's players going out and getting that money. So that's one of the focuses for moving into the next year, is to get more of those, because otherwise it's player fees, fundraising, and money that Ninja and I put in. We put in the majority of it, and then like money we make off of games and merch sales and stuff like that. Yeah, what questions do you have, Johanna? I haven't heard from you.
You took my question, Rhea. You really did. You were like, Johanna, what questions do you have? And then Johanna wrote it in our group chat, and the first question you guys got was her question.
Sorry.
Yeah. So you were the one saying, I have other questions, you guys need to put questions too.
Look at those eyes. Her eyes just get so big.
Delicious. There's the last bit. Good job. Good job.
Yeah, question. When do we leave?
What time is it?
It's 2:53. We should probably leave in like 20 or so minutes. Yeah, dessert. What are we doing at 8 when we get back?
I think we're doing it when we get back, so it tastes better.
So it says?
Yeah, so it's chill.
I have a question
It's
for
done.
dessert.
Oh, good. She'll have a question at dessert.
Oh, at dessert? Okay.
We're gonna need questions at dessert. Good
Yeah.
call. That was good thinking.
Yeah.
That was
Wow.
those are
Does everybody have any questions?
yeah.
I've done this.
Same
Same dessert.
Yeah.
Dessert questions. I get that. You gotta split it.
dessert questions.
Totally gotta split it.
The twins.
Oh shit! I wanted to dry my shirt before we go.
We're gonna have to bleep that out.
Your shirt?
Oh shit.
Where are we, Johanna?
We're downtown.
What are we doing?
We're watching baseball.
What did we get? What is that? Padres with Cubs. Husband material. Oh, the pups. Obviously, we were looking at the pups, not the guys in the calendar. Obviously.
Sends this one down the line. It's going to be good for 6-5.
Lonnie.
I mean, I don't know. I guess I've had flan. I enjoy it though. It's custardy.
Yeah, it was good.
Thank you.
You want more?
I have more.
You can finish that up.
Oh, that's a lot of
Flan.
flan.
A lot of cheese.
It's delicious.
Okay,
though.
what's like the? Is it hard to be an owner of a club and a player in a club? What's like? How do you? How does
Yes.
that work? That must
It
be
is
hard.
hard.
Yeah.
Because you want to be able to separate player, like when you're a player and when you're an owner, and people don't see that. They just like they have a business thing that they need to talk to us about. They will come up to us at practice because it's convenient, and we're in go mode. Like we're in, especially in like game days are also people used to try and hand me money on game days, and I was like, no, like you hold on to this, give it to me at a time when I'm gonna remember that you handed me this envelope, or like remember where I put it, because like game day I'm just gonna shove it in my bag somewhere and I'm never gonna find it again. So that's the hardest thing. We try and separate them as much as we can, and I'd say players who have played with us for a while, who've been on in the program, understand that now. Like they treat us like players at practice, and then they message us questions that the ownership have. And then having Jess and our staff, like her staff, has been really helpful too, because they take. If someone asks me something, I'm like, that's a Jess question. That goes over to her, and then she takes care of it and all that stuff.
Yes. I think sort of the same for me. It's also been one of the challenging things for me is that I coach high school football, and so I have very high standards and expectations for our coaches, and so in the past more than recently, just seeing coaching that was not up to a level that I felt was acceptable for our program. And so like having to talk to that coach and be like, you can't talk to them for 10 minutes in a 15-minute period. They have to be working for 12 minutes out of a 15-minute period. Just like things where I was like, this feels remedial, like I can't. And so that has been hard for me because trying to separate from when I'm a player and when I'm a coach, like there was a season where I coached the linebackers, so I would just take my helmet off and I would coach the linebackers because we didn't have a linebacker coach that was acceptable. So it's gotten better as we've gotten like more quality coaches, but I think that for me is one of the hardest parts because I do really try to separate the two things, but it is definitely like something that I have my hand in. Like me and Travis and Bobby run the offense, and we have we're talking about it all week. Like that's what Travis and I were talking about at OG's after the game is what we're gonna do for this next week. So I think that for me is the bigger challenge is separating my coaching self from my playing self, from my ownership. So you know what I mean? So
yeah, I'd say the other last thing is safety. So like there's times when you're trying to just be a player, you're like, I'm gonna listen to the coaches, I'm gonna do this, but then I also have my owner, like I'm responsible for the safety of everybody here. And if I feel, and again, to Ninja's point, not so much recently, but more in the past, we did drills where I just didn't think it was safe. Like they weren't teaching us the right technique. Like they weren't teaching us to get our head out of the tackles. And then they were having, like small players go against big players 10, 15 yards apart, just running, smacking into each other. I was like, there's no point in this. Like this is not, I cannot picture a situation where this would happen, where you have like a lineman and a skill player running for 15 yards. Mm-hmm. Like I understand 5 yards and you come in and crash into each other, but and so stuff like that, and then trying to be able to like figure out that moment where I have to say, okay, time out, like I'm putting my owner hat on now to have a conversation with you coaches about the safety of our athletes. Yeah. And that luckily only had to happen like once or twice.
What's a 5-year plan for San Diego Rebellion?
That's a big question.
Do we need to get more Americans?
You can do
like 5-year plan. I think generally speaking, it's 5 years would be what 28. Yeah. So like, the league is trying to get players to not have to pay membership fees somewhere in the 25 to 26 season range. That is all predicated based on the W Score sponsorship or W Score stream that each team brings in. right? So like if a team's not bringing enough stream money in, they're not technically going to be able to afford to have their players not pay membership fees. So I think for us, it's finding ways to like boost that type of thing, because we would love to see stuff like that happen. And then I think obviously in the next 5 years, I would like us to have won a championship. But I feel like those are the two biggest things, is that is the league's thought process for their revenue base. And so we have to, as an organization, in order to make that a reality for our players and our organization, we have to find a way to make that grow. I mean, Jess has posted the numbers, like our team has not done great at it. But
we've done really well at annual, like more of our fans buy the like whole season package than the game to game or month to month ones. And so it's a combination, but like overall we're still lower. Like we're one of the top teams in the league and we have one of the lowest number of subscriptions.
Like revenue.
Yeah, and so we are putting out a good product, but we're not seeing that come through on the W score, which is hard because like in the past, some of the most viewed games that were streamed previously were Rebellion games. And so it's like, well, were those just all people who are fans of other teams hoping we lose? Like, what is it? Or how are we not able to tap in to those? So if you're watching this, subscribe to W Score, mark the Rebellion as your favorite team.
And subscribe to the vlog.
subscribe to the vlog.
Subscribe to the vlog.
Because then you'll see all these fun vloggers.
Excuse me, vlog.
Vlog. Yeah, subscribe. Like,
review, and subscribe.
There you go. Yes. That's what it is.
Like, review, and subscribe. The vlog.
Bye.
Bye.
Hi vlog.
Hi,
We have a present for Ninji. Because he's constantly nagging me about trousers, which apparently is the wrong word to use here, as is vegetables. And he said he would totally rock veggie trousers. So we got him some, and we're going now to give it to him. Come and join us.
You're so tall.
He's upstairs. Hello.
Oh my goodness gracious. There's a lot of you guys. Make sure my fly's on. Okay.
Got something for you?
Yeah.
Of course, the vlog is company. But that's for you.
Those came trousers. You dare? Of course I dare. Of course I dare. Let's see. What do they look like? Oh, they're vegetables. Hey, these are pretty sweet. Yeah, vegetable trousers. I would definitely wear these. Hey, pockets are necessary. Oh yes.
Yeah, I asked Katie for your size,
Yes.
but it's a big one.
No, these are great. It's always better than too small. Yeah, so you're like, no need no huggers. What's up?
If you need to adjust the lengths, I mean, we have fashionista here.
Look at them. Onions, carrots, bell pepper. Ooh, avocado, Phoebe, your favorite. Garlic, mushroom. Hey, mushroom. That's for you. I'm guessing that's corn, but it's kind of orange. But that's fine. That's fine. You think yellow lights are orange lights, so we're good. It's true. How many orange lights do we go through? Yeah, lots of them.
Whatever.
Never yellow, orange. She thinks they're orange.
I only found this to peel the potatoes, and so
weird.
so special. America is very special.
No!
Guys, don't say anything inappropriate. I'm filming. So what are you doing, Johanna?
I'm making my famous meatballs.
Famous meatballs.
Yeah.
That sounds very intriguing.
Thank you.
Oh shit, we should yo, my hand is disgusting. Disclaimer for all the vegans and vegetarians, don't look at this part. Because it's not so appetizing. And people that don't like meat, this is not so appetizing, just so you know. Caramel.
Caramel.
It's caramel.
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 I will die in this hill. Caramel pop.
They're delicious.
Yeah, they taste the same, but this is caramel. Where are you getting the
Caramel.
caramel? What's the
It's
extra
caramello.
I'm not a wordist.
Caramello.
I'm not a wordist. I accept any pronunciation of something that tastes delicious.
I mean, yeah, but it's I
Caramel.
say how it's spelled. It's a Midwestern thing. You say how it's spelled.
Caramel.
Knife, gnat.
Yeah. So you say Kaninji?
With the palm
Hey,
in the background, you're
What
like,
I have learned
this
from TikTok and Reels and stuff is that everybody can be an influencer.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Like you don't have to be an Instagram.
You just have to go.
You can make Johanna an influencer.
Yeah.
Can you please do that?
Can you pay me?
$17.99.
If I
When
put
she
you-
get paid, she'll pay you.
You can get some. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like money I
1%.
can live from?
No.
5%.
I mean, it depends on how much of an influencer you make her.
Yeah, if she gets.
If you get like 15% of $1 million, that's pretty good. You
Yeah.
love that.
If she gets big, you get big.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, let's do that.
Let's
She
do
can go
that.
to all the
Yeah,
events.
let's do
I
that.
was like, yes!
Yes.
I'll be a football influencer.
I think she's the most funniest one on the vlog.
She's
Yeah.
pretty funny.
Sorry, Melina. I think people are looking forward to see you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm your manager though.
Okay, yeah, you are.
50-51.
Wow. No.
That doesn't add up.
50-41 1. 49.
She's gonna have to play another season.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you get
I want to.
You can.
You should be like company.
If we earn enough money on the vlog,
from
any intent, sponsors, and subscribers.
Like when you did the disco lights 2 nights ago? I think it was your lights, right?
She was bored. She was like, I'm bored. Alex, Pac-Man, tell me a story. Then she turned the flashlight on. She was like,
And then they started singing all the Spanish like
she was like, tell me a Spanish song. And then she started singing.
It's a lot of fun. I don't hear any of that.
Right?
Not you.
You hear it in your room?
Of course.
Of course, because it's like right.
And
There's
then, then I hear you or Andy
Walking. That's Andy.
bowling balls, moving chairs.
Decorating the room at 2:30.
So I walked in and I was like, hey, so like when you are rearranging your furniture in the middle of the night, the imports can hear you and they go, oh no.
Hi guys, we made it to playoffs.
As you know, women's sports is pretty expensive because we have to cover a lot of the costs ourselves or the organizations we play for. So, first of all, thank you for watching. And then because we made playoffs, we are hosting a power hour or a hour-a-thon, I think we call it.
Yeah.
Where we collect as much money as we can during an hour to help out with the costs for playoffs and a possible championship run. So if you can, we would really appreciate if you donated some money to the rebellion for us to go all the way through playoffs to the championship.
Every dollar helps, or every euro, or what do you have?
Swedish crowns.
Swedish crowns.
Yeah. Yes. Every currency.
Every take everything.
Every single little donation helps very much. So we appreciate everyone helping out and supporting us this far. And just keep on supporting us. We love all the appreciation we get. Thank you.
Thank you.